Welcome to WWF RAW for the Super Nintendo. This is the rightful sequel to WWF Royal Rumble. And I will try not to be too harsh on this game because I do have some reservations about the gameplay improvements. In order to show off these gameplay improvements, we will go to a typical one-on-one match. Roster first. Bret the Hitman Hart, first selectable wrestler. Yeah, that sounds about right. This was a late 94 release. Undertaker, yep. That's another standard issue wrestler for these games. Yokozuna, yeah, of course. Expected. Okay. Hey, yeah, Bam Bam was starting to become a big deal. He's just mid-card for life, but got a WrestleMania main event soon. Got that working out for him. Razor Ramon, yep. Standard issue wrestler. Lex Luger, Stars and Stripes Forever, the All-American Man, yeah. Even though his star fell significantly in 94. Doink the Clown is a wrestler you only remember because he's a clown in a wrestling federation. Shawn Michaels, yep. All kind of expected entries. 1-2-3 Kid, absolutely a wrestler of his time. Known for his shocking defeat of Razor Ramon via a 1-2-3 pin. Big Daddy Cool Diesel, that which makes a Mack truck go, absolutely needs to be in this game. It's his WWF video game debut. Speaking of debuts, we have the Blackheart Owen Hart. And a milestone. First woman wrestler in a WWF game, Luna Vachon. And that about does it for the roster. So we're going to pick Hitman because we haven't really selected him yet. I feel like beating up on. Oh, yeah. This sounds about right. Also the Vince McMahon and Jerry the King Lawler caricatures. Alright, so with the previous game, Royal Rumble, I commented that it's my favorite of the 16-bit wrestling games because they just did everything right in terms of game feel, in terms of gameplay. But with Raw, I feel like they went a step too hard. If you haven't noticed it by now, the overall game speed has been increased. And with that, the game logic has been increased. I have lowered the difficulty because in test recordings of, say, difficulties at even 3s, 5s, and 7s, I have been outbid in nearly every collar and elbow tie-up because the game logic essentially gives the CPU the advantage. I haven't really said Raw is my favorite of the 16-bit era because, well, I just have some problems that drag the game down for me. It's mostly in the speed. And you gonna do anything? There we go. That hip toss occurred even before I had a chance to fight him on the exchange. So, for a game that moves forward with presentation, graphics, overall look, it feels like it moves backward in the gameplay department. I could barely get a move out because I'm against the corner of the ropes. There are other things I can do, but I'm so desperate to win the tie-ups, I just press every button and get the same move. So I know this game added a couple of nice extra modes, and we will go over one of them, but I'm just so... It's just they got the feel of the game so wrong with the speed increase. It wrecks up just about everything. Can't even brainbuster somebody. No, too far. Anytime. Nope. Gotta press every button. That's the way of things. Now for the Herculean task of knocking the opponent down. Now, I could very well invest in a turbo controller to nullify this here gripe, but honestly, I shouldn't have to. Like, the kick is so fast. It's just whiffing. Because the game's moving so fast that your fast attacks are whiffing against your fast opponent. There are a few reasons for the seasons. Speed statistics are a thing, so they are changing around some attributes. Nope, I can't deal with this. This game is so disappointing. I swear to God. Losing on a goddamn whiffed move it's the most frustrating. So yeah, logically this game just... it doesn't work. Because the speed just kind of messes everything up. Realistically, making a game faster should make it better. It worked for Street Fighter, but here, the speed is way too fast. It's a common complaint because it just compounds everything. Game logic, overall collision detection. So you will see the same moves over and over because I'm just mashing every button. Because if I don't do that, I'll either be in a stalemate or lose the tie-up altogether. And these are on lower difficulties. Just nothing. It's as if your inputs don't even matter. Like, this game just goes backwards. And it's not really its own fault. It wanted to take a step forward. And I do have footage of me playing the older games on higher difficulties and succeeding. So this is not John's. This is merely not being able to keep up with what was a sure home run in the previous effort. Sorry. Don't worry, we'll be over the button mashing era once and for all soon enough. And it will all be over. As soon as the wrestler stops walking around me. There we are. So yeah, finishing moves are still a thing. Brett has his signature sharpshooter that you have to have your opponent be in red health in order to use. And you have to actually knock them down, which is an effort in and of itself. And if their health is low enough, you can achieve submission. Something you couldn't do in Royal Rumble, so that's a nice feature. It's not all negative, there are some improvements. This victory screen presentation is absolutely one of them. Alright, so there is one mode we are going to show off with this game, Bedlam. In Bedlam, you have a team of 2 wrestlers. So going through this list, I'm trying to pick the ideal list, and I think I have my decision. As if I'd team up with my damn selfish brother. No, I have a much better partner in mind. Still from Polynesia. Which, not wrong, but also... yeah, kind of wrong. So, tournament is the same way. Unlike in other games, you actively get to see the ladder you have to climb. So, Bedlam is a tornado match. Means both team members are in the ring and active at the same time. I mean, it's nice that the game is able to keep up with the fact there are 4 superstars in the ring, and there's nary a slowdown to be had. But this is the one game where I would actively want slowdown. Just so I would be able to have a proper fighting chance. Oh! There is another feature to this game that is exclusive to RAW, and that is the addition of Mega Moves. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm able to properly pull them off. Unless I'm completely lucky. So with Mega Moves, you have to be holding down the L button when you execute a particular combination. And as you can see, my health is falling down as I use it, which is a penalty to be expected. You can drain it all the way to nothing. So be careful with your usage. I did that deliberately just to kind of show off the ridiculousness of it all. Also, me pressing the A button should get me a kick, but it instead gets me a punch. Don't ask. Just gonna... But yeah, WWF RAW for the Super Nintendo is just... not as good as its contemporary. It's not even as good as its previous entry, for all the reasons I've kind of stated. Speed's kind of harsh, so you can't really enjoy most of the game. There are general improvements, like wrestlers get unique attacks, and your tie-up moves might not lead to the same result with the same button. But these issues are irrelevant when you can't even enjoy the game. And that's that. Game is unfortunately bad, at least in my mind. Sorry to take a poo-poo on your nostalgia, but I cannot hide the vitriol I have for this game. And that's not even getting into the portable efforts, which are absurdly worse.